Talk about safety on our water bodies. Today, that is what we are focusing on. Within our communities, there has been a big issue with how people cross the water bodies from one place to another using this means of transport. The white voter is what we are talking about today. Our correspondent Malik Ghazari from the Savannah region filed a report on the white voter, bringing an issue, a pressing issue on crossing the white voter without, that is, a life jacket and other safety precautions being taken by the passengers. Let's bring you this report. After we will have a conversation on how best we can push for the traveling on the water bodies to be safe.
For years, commuters crossing the White Volta River at Daboya have done so without wearing life jackets, despite the clear dangers. Canoes are frequently loaded with passengers and goods. In interview with ChannelOne News, several passengers expressed their fears and concerns over the unsafe condition.
And traveling on this river is very quite risky to we the students, even to all the community. So we are pleading on government to come to the people's aid or the community aid to make something so that our life is somehow safe.
The lives of this community, even myself, is at risk because anything can happen at a point in the middle of the river. So once there is no life jacket and someone, let me say, a boat or the canoe sink, the people's lives are at risk.
But it's very risky, especially when we get into the middle of the water. We feel very scared, or it's not safe. We are not having any life jackets with us here, so it's very scary.
Canoe paddler and operator Muhammad Asafo Awol shared that passengers often refuse to wear the life jackets provided to them at the river bank.
Somebody will say that he doesn't want to share a life jacket with his colleague. That this person, some of them are dirty, and they are making it dirty. Because me, I'm a paddler, and I know about myself. But I don't know what God will say. But sometimes when we give them to them, they refuse to wear them, and some to wear and throw it inside the muddy. And nobody is giving us money that we should wash it, and it's for the community.
The district chief executive of North Gunja, Abdullahi Nashiru, assured the public of his office will intensify education on the importance of using life jackets.
They don't see the need to wear a life jacket, but we continue to entreat them to take their life very seriously. They should continue to use them. So I know there are some few life jackets there, but not adequate. So we continue to appeal to organizations and then central government and even the assembly will find a way of getting enough life jackets.
So that's concerns being raised by Daboya passengers crossing the white voter. But this has been an issue that has been spoken about a number of times. We really don't know whether it's the fault of the passengers not being interested in using the life jacket, or some sort of enforcement is not being, or the law enforcement agencies are not pushing the right thing to be done on these water bodies. But mind you, anytime there is a casualty, you would see the law enforcers, especially the National Disaster Management Organization, coming up to say that we asked them to do it, they didn't do it, lives have been lost and all that. But now the passengers themselves are asking that provide us with life jackets.
And the DCE said that they have given them life jackets.
Are they enough? Well, we haven't seen the life jacket because from what I saw on the TV, on the screen, I didn't see any life jacket. I didn't see any life jacket. And that's not the first time we are reporting this. In the year 2022, there was a comment coming from the National Disaster Management Organization when the passengers using the white voter also raised the same issue. For instance, commuters face danger as they cross the white Volta at Daboya, that same place in the North Gonja district, over an overloaded or on overloaded canoe, which has they have no life jackets. So hundreds of passengers, most of whom are traders, cross the river to and fro the Daboya and its surrounding communities in the Savannah region to transact their business without observing the required safety measures. Operators of the canoes do not provide life jackets for the passengers to ensure that there should be some emergency now. That means safety will be breached, or we have some safety concerns there. And when a reporter visited that area, it was observed that many of the passengers were putting their lives in danger with total disregard for the use of life jackets. How much? I think that sometimes some certain things must really be put in place, i.e., safety should be guaranteed. Danger, well, you would think that all the passengers on the canoe can swim. Maybe not all of them would survive a casualty or an incident should it happen on the white Volta.
But you see, the thing is also, apart from the, you know, authorities say doing the right thing, I think the passengers should also be worried about their life.
Sometimes
I feel like they should demand for it. It's not just about when we go for a report and that. Like, you can match to wherever you're supposed to match to. It's a serious matter. It has to do with your lives. Like, if any casualty happen, you will lose your life. So why would you wait for ChannelOne to always come
to report before the right thing?
Do you understand? Why do you always have to wait?
And you can see
when your life is at risk.
You see from the videos, and if the producers can put it on the screen, you see from the videos that the people who are moving from one place to the other, they are sort of, some of them are traveling, some of them are going to work, others are business people and all that, having their bags with them, families, breadwinners and all that.
And the truth is that some actually ply this route every day. You understand? And I feel like if you care so much about yourself, you should also make effort, so you can get in it for yourself if the authorities will not do the right thing.
Well, so we've had some casualties on it before. The canoe disaster have become an annual occurrence around areas, as most commuters prefer using the canoe because that route is shorter. I understand that route is shorter, and it's only 48 kilometers to Tamale, the northern regional capital. The Damango Fufusola Junction Road is the safest route to Tamale, but it's almost twice the distance across the river. So in 2014, way back in 2014, at least 6 people drowned after a canoe on which they were traveling capsized into the Daboya White River. A similar canoe disaster on the river claimed 3 teenagers' lives in 2016, while 3 other persons drowned and 4 persons were rescued in 2017 when their boat capsized. So for how many more lives are we going to lose to ensure that the right thing is done? Please, I think that though people would ignore wearing this life jacket, I still think that the buck stops with leadership. It still stops with the National Disaster Management Organization. It still stops with the people, the canoe operators. If the canoe operators
owners of the canoes and the operators, I think that also should matter to them, especially if you feel like this is going to be your means of making money, then do it right. You understand? Then do it right. If you're going to be carrying people from one spot to the other, then you need to actually provide those amenities. And I know you do not want to blame the people so much.
Yeah, I really do not want to blame them, because I think that if the authorities are able to do what is needed, who are you to say that you are not going to adhere to whatever had been put there? If you don't have a life jacket, you are not going to be on that canoe. But anyway, our Savannah regional correspondent Malik Gazari joins us via phone to have a conversation with us on this particular issue. Malik, good morning. Hello, Malik, good morning. Okay, so we are still working the
Good
lines
morning,
too.
Philip.
I trust you are doing well.
Good morning, Philip.
I trust you are doing well.
Good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so
Yes, I'm good by the grace of God.
good. So Malik is joining us via Zoom, and Malik, I want to find out from you. This Daboya passengers or people who use the white Volta. We know in 2017 there was a casualty. 2016 same. 2014 there was. But in recent times, let's say from 2020 till now, have you reported of any casualty or any accident on the water body?
Philip, speaking with some of the canoe paddlers when ChannelOne visited the White Volta, and they indicated to us that currently that they haven't had any incident of that sort, either by boat capsizing or anyone drowning in the river. The information we gathered from the canoe paddlers and operators at the riverbank.
And again, when you visited the place, according to an authority who spoke to you, he indicated that the life jackets are available and the operators are not ensuring that their passengers wear them. Is that the case? Did you see any life jacket when you went there? Because on the screen, I can't even see a single life jacket.
Yes, the operator or the canoe paddler said that there are life jackets in their office, but because of the rejection of the life jackets from the passengers, they now feel reluctant bringing them to the river bank. And some even say that he or she will not wear another person's sweat. And others are also claiming that the life jackets are dirty. And looking at it, they are saying that some of the passengers.
Because I think we have a network challenge there. We are fixing it.
Some of the passengers normally pick up, they just remove it. That they just lift it up and remove it from their body, then drop it into the muddy water and leave it there. So they also feel reluctant. Even washing it is a problem. It's a problem. Getting money or funding to wash it is a problem.
Wow. Before we go, I ask you a question related to the life jacket. Let me ask you this one. How much is it from the Daboya or the bank of the White Volta to the other side of the White Volta? How much is it in terms of the transportation?
Yes, in terms of the transportation, it ranges from 5 cities and above, depending on your luggages or the items you have with you to cross to the other bank of the river.
Wow. And if the passengers are using or they are going by vehicle, I want a little clarification. This White Volta connects which area or which town to which town, and most of the passengers on, where are they moving to? I saying, where is their final destination?
Yes, moving from Tamale, some passengers move from Tamale, cross over to the other bank, and other towns. Even some Daboya side, then due to now the diversion of the cars from some parts of the Upper East region, from the Boku, Zebila side, passing through Daboya. So some prefer standing there to board their buses to the upper region due to the alleged chemistry that is currently happening, which has made some of the buses divert their route to pass through Daboya from Fumbisi to Mankargo to Daboya, then off to Tamale.
So this is a shorter route.
It's a shorter route, but due to the lack of bridge by which they are currently working on it, Daboya is part of the 4 bridges that they are currently constructing within the northern part of Ghana.
I've seen that some construction work is ongoing there. So that is a bridge that is under construction, right?
Yes, please.
Right. So I just wanted to know, like, when they're crossing from one part of the river bank to the next one, how many minutes is it?
Not current.
Well, I think we're having network challenges with Malik.
Yeah.
But he said something very interesting that the people themselves are rejected.
I
The
told you.
passengers. But
I told
no,
you.
But
I
how
told
can
you it's a human problem. You understand? In as much as we want to blame the authorities, I mean, people also have their problems. Like the residents also have their problems.
But this is serious.
It's like telling people to wear their seatbelts in cars. Not
Yes,
everybody wears
yes,
seatbelts
yes,
in
very
cars.
true.
It's like telling the buses not to overload people. Not everyone will listen. Do you understand? So it's a people's problem. It's not just one set of people being the authorities' problem. It's also the users of these canoes. Like they are problematic.
But Chris, the way I'm scared of this thing, and I'm sitting on, I'm in a canoe without like, I'm scared though.
It's serious. Because nothing has happened, actually. That's why they feel like, okay.
Well, like you made mention of the fact that it's like we haven't seatbelt and we are not using. But
Exactly.
we are still recording accidents on the road, and people are still not so bothered about it. But anyway, let's see how we can engage other individuals on the line. The NADMO director for the North Gonja district, Rashid Yamusa. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your name is Rashid Yamusa, right?
Yes, please.
Good.
Yamusa Abdul Rashid.
Yamusa Abdul Rashid.
Yes, please.
Good. You are the NADMO director for North Gonja.
Yes, please.
Has it come to your attention that some passengers are rejecting to use life jackets when they are crossing the water body?
Yes, please.
And what are you doing about it?
With respect to NADMO, what we usually do is that we try to do education.
You try to do what? Come again with that.
Public education,
Okay, public
on the use of the life jacket to their safety. Hello?
We can hear you.
Yes, yes. At least we try to do public education on the use of the life jacket to their safety.
Okay.
At least.
And how has that education gone down?
Well, some do use it. Others too, because of the belief that they are used to the river. Especially those who are fond of using it are those who are workers within that enclave. But the natives within Daboya, at least they see it to be normal while crossing without it. And others too, they feel that because it is a public distance, they feel that they rather don't use it than because everybody is using it. At least it's not to their health.
All right. So what risks are we looking at here, especially when there are high tides or right now during the rainy season? What sort of risk are we looking at?
Pardon? The line is not clear.
I said, what kind of risk are we looking at now, especially when there are high tides or the rainy season? Are there any risks that this will pose?
Yes, please. There is a lot.
Okay.
Because once you don't use it and the canoe happens to capsize, obviously there will be casualties. There will be casualties. There will be a lot of people who life will be at risk.
But when last did you record a casualty on the river body?
Well, it's been quite long. It's been quite long. Mostly, we experienced those things when at the peak of the rainy season.
Right.
And the rains are yet to come in large quantity. Okay, so
Yes,
share with us how you go about educating the operators and also the passengers to at least adhere or stick to the usage of life jacket. Share with us how you go about it.
You know, as part of NADMO mandate, we do that through public engagement and stakeholder engagement too, through the mosques, the churches, and even some of the schools. And sometimes we also encourage the use of the public address system within the district for most of the announcements or public education on it, especially when the rains are at its peak.
Right. So would you advise a safety enforcement or a system that has some regulated water transport? Would you advise that?
No, as NADMO mandate, we dwell more on prevention and safety first. So obviously, yes, we always advise that because it's better to prevent than to think of any other thing that might happen.
Yes, but how can we enforce that? How can it be enforced? The whole safety system. How can the safety system be enforced in this sort of transportation?
Well, what we intend to do is that maybe we'll collaborate with the assembled to get us a task force within the river bank. So that whilst those who try to use the river, at least the task force by the assembled will see how we plead and enforce it. So that people get use of it.
But the question is, how do you get the life jackets for them? Is it that the operators buy these life jackets themselves, or is provided by NADMO or government authorities?
It's provided by central government and NGOs.
And
once in a, and NGOs, but it comes once in a while.
Once in a while.
Oh, yes, please.
And how many operators do we have at the Bank of the White Volta?
Why? Is it the canoe operators?
Yeah.
Yeah, the canoe operators.
Oh, there are many. There are more than 20 to 30.
More than 20 to 30. So how many life jackets do you
give to each?
Yeah.
Mostly what happens is that when it comes, those who, some of them in the course of using it, they can take it from. Others too, because it gets dirty at a reject it.
Wow. But from where you stand or from your position, do you think that there will come a time when passengers will stick to the usage of life jackets, or you think it's free for all? The fact that they are used to it, there is no cause for alarm.
Well, because some of them are used to it, they don't see the need of it. They don't see the hazard first. But others who are, especially the government workers, for them, some of them even have their private life jacket that when they are traveling, they go with it.
Okay, Rashid, thank you so much for your time. We
are
grateful.
I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
At least keep doing the good work you are doing there. But for me, I don't think that I'll use the White Volta without putting on a life jacket.
The bridge is under construction. We really pray that it's fast track fast so that we'll stop using the White Volta and rather be using the bridge.
Oh, beautiful. That'll be a good one. Okay, thank you, Rashid.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Enjoy your day. So that's Rashid for you, the Yashib Musa, who is the NADMO coordinator in North Gonja area, and he's saying that, well, with the bridge construction, we hope that something safe will be done, because this is not safe. This is not safe.
It's scary.
Very, very scary.